What's up, everybody? It is Sunday, October 21st, and this is episode 70 of The Daily Comic. I'm Jimmy Bird. This is a show in which I read one comic book a day and then come here and tell you what I thought about that comic, a spoiler-free review for an already spoiled world. And today's comic is Dick Tracy Issue 1. Dick Tracy Issue 1, put out by IDW. What's the art team on this? I apologize. Written by Leah Michael Allard, penciler Rich Tommaso, inker Michael Allard, colors Laura Allard. So it's a family affair, it seems to be, on this book. Maybe a labor of love. So Dick Tracy Issue 1, put out by IDW. The basic gist is this. Dick Tracy, the classic detective from all the old school comic strips. Some of you may remember the movie from the early 90s starring Warren Beatty and Madonna. Dick Tracy is a staple in comic history, and he is back. But not only is he back, but he is in the 21st century. He is trying to deal with problems. He's basically the same Dick Tracy of old, this old school kind of no-nonsense, tough as nails detective who is incorruptible. And he is now, that kind of character and personality is now put into a 21st century setting. The opening setting is when he takes one down, one of the biggest tech moguls in Silicon Valley. So right away they show you that this is a 21st century setting. But what's weird is that in the same fact that he's dealing with 21st century problems, with 21st century technology, and 21st century police corruption, the art, the feel, the style is all set in that 1920s, 1930s era kind of setting. Even the cars and vehicles and the way the characters dress and the way the characters look, and even Dick Tracy here on the cover, you get this feel, that throwback 1920s kind of gangster style, flapper era, prohibition era type characters, but they're dealing with 21st century problems and stuff of that nature. So the pacing is on point. It will seem a little rushed if for most comics there's not a lot of character development, story development. I think they're working from the place that you know who Dick Tracy is and you know what's going on. But it's paced the same way the comic strip was paced. You know, there's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of information handed your way, and the story moves along nicely. It leaves with a nice cliffhanger, but it's also, the art itself was a very little elementary. I know that they're trying to give it this comic strip feel, and this kind of classic throwback feel, but it also just felt very basic. I felt you had such a great opportunity here, Allard, Tommaso, IDW, to really give us some stuff. And like the character, or the cover art. The cover art's great. I've seen the cover art for issue 2. I've seen all the variant covers. The cover art for these things are really, really beautiful. To see Dick Tracy done in these modern kind of styles, or this modern kind of comic thing, it just is really, really exciting. But I think they just kind of it just seems rushed. It doesn't seem old school. It just seems rushed and basic, and I really don't want to pick on anybody, but I just did not like the art in this book. I didn't even really like the story, but again, the concept, I think the concept is great, this idea of what would Dick Tracy look like in the modern age. It does feel a little bit kind of, I don't want to say preachy at times, but it does feel like it's trying to give us a message of our problems, and, you know, basically Dick Tracy would be rolling over his grave if he was here today. Kind of, if that says anything, that should make you feel kind of what it feels like to read this comic. I wanted to like it. It's not my favorite. I'm excited Dick Tracy's back. I just wish the execution of this story was a lot better, because I feel like they had a great concept to work with. So that's Dick Tracy issue 1. I could be wrong. What were your thoughts on Dick Tracy issue 1? If you read it, please share those in the comments below. You can tell me what you think I should read next. Also, like, subscribe, share, tell your friends. I'll see everybody tomorrow. Have a great day.